we'll be reviewing every spy weapon that I currently own. So, starting off with, well, stock, and going from pistol to knife to watch to sapper. First of all, we have the good old pistol. It's decent and it's good for finishing off enemies that are just outside your knife's range. If I could, I would land a shot. It's good for dealing quick damage, but it's not something that you'd want to go into a fight with simply because of the fact that it's not very reliable damage-wise comparative to the other classes' strength in killing you. So next up we have the Electro Sapper, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's the Electro Sapper. It takes down buildings in a straight. Sadly, my game currently doesn't have any buildings alive, so at the next point, I'll do that. Next up, we have the Butterfly Knife. It's a knife that folds. It's a foldable knife. It's good and reliable. However, much like the much like the revolver, it's not very good outside of its specialty, which is backstabbing. Backstabbing is definitely the spy's most powerful tool. Don't ever forget that I died. I wasn't really trying, so next up we have the Inviswatch. Alt Fire, which is mouse 2. Cannot attack while invisible. Bumping into enemies will make you slightly visible. So now then, what does the Inviswatch do? It's self-explanatory. You press your Alt Fire and you go invisible. Pretty cool, right? Now, next up we have the Disguise Kit. The Disguise Kit allows you to, or the Spytron 3000. The Spy Kit allows you to disguise as any enemy player. Even if there's no current, here's a sapper display. Here's how those two work. There you go. So the Disguise Kit allows you to disguise as enemy players living or dead. But if there are no enemy players, don't worry, you'll still disguise as with a random player's name. As we move into the second part of this map, which just might actually set out pretty well. As we move into the second part of this map, I'll unload my second loadout. First of all, we have the L'Étranger. Yes, that is how it's pronounced. At least I think it is. You get cloak duration. Your cloak duration is longer, aka you can be invisible for longer. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's also the fact that upon hitting an enemy, you get 15% of your cloak back. However, it deals 15% less damage than it normally would. Item set bonus, extra effects when taunting. So, if you have the familiar Fez, your eternal reward in L'Étranger, you get some bonus effects. Next, we have your eternal reward. Upon a successful backstab against a human target, you will rapidly disguise as your victim. Silent Killer, no noise from backstabs. However, your cloak drains at a 33 rate. However, compared to this, there is less of a difference. Normal disguises require and will consume a full meter of cloak. Next, we have the Cloak and Dagger, which is a 100% cloak regen rate. You also get no cloak meter from boxes when invisible. Negative 35% cloak meter from ammo boxes themselves. Then you have the Red Tape Recorder, reverses the enemy building construction, 100% sapper damage penalty. So now then, let's begin. Now something about your eternal reward is that its effects don't apply in spawn. So keep that in mind. Now, showing what they can all do, as you can see here, we're invisible. We're running around while invisible. It's pretty cool, right? So we decloak, and then shebang, shabong. As you can see there, you might not have, but as you gotta see there if you were watching, we did in fact get cloak back from getting our hits. So basically, upon a successful backstab, you get 100% of your cloak back. See there, we use it all up. Let's go and getting a backstab. It is a 100% cloak meter. And as you can see there, backstabbing with Electron J is immediate. And enemies that you kill, they do become invisible. However, they still will drop weapons. Now, the red tape recorder is a little more self-explanatory. It'll sap them until, unlike the Electro Sapper, it will not immediately murder buildings. Instead, it will reverse their building rate, which makes it a lot more useful when you're trying to kill multiple enemies, sap multiple things. When you're not trying to kill the thing that you're sapping, basically, that's what it's useful for. Say that we don't right now, but say in theory, we have a level 3 sentry. If I sap the level 3 sentry, it will progressively go through its earlier stages in order to get where it wants, in order to put it back in its box. I'm not very good, I'm winging this all, so there's actually nothing else to the disguise kit. There's a 100% chance that any spy you go up against will have the disguise kit, since there's only one. So yeah, just enjoy some gameplay of me using these weapons. Oh, Jesus. So I'm gonna unplug this so you guys can just listen and enjoy it. Alright, you might have seen it a bit there, but if you paid close attention, you could have seen the effects of the red tape recorder. If you don't mind me real quick, I'm going to oh, you douche. Okay, so back to the gameplay. Sorry. Alright, so since I don't see a good end to this, I've decided that I'm just going to go for round 2. So here, oh, I have crits. Yay. So going through it real quickly, we have the genuine Diamondback. Gives a guaranteed critical hit for each building destroyed with your Electro Sapper. Attached or backstab killed. However, it deals 15 less damage and has no random crits. This is the Sharp Dresser, crafted by TF2Hunt.com. Okay, don't mind this. That's not anything good. Every merc's crazy for a sharp-dressed man, with 15th century murder knives extruding from his cufflinks. Then we have the Dead Ringer, cloak type feign death. Leave a fake corpse upon taking death and temporarily gain invisibility, speed, and damage resistance. 50% cloak regen rate and a plus 40 cloak duration. 50% cloak meter when feign death is activated. Here's how they all look. Now, if I had to, actually this was a little loud, sorry about that. If I had to pick my favorite weapon, it would probably be this, my knife. It's just the weapon I like the most. So now then, let's try and get all these things to activate. So first of all, here we have the Dead Ringer. Let's try and get hit. And now, mind you, it's not upon death. It is upon hit. If you get hit, the Dead Ringer will activate. It's not something that'll save you last minute. It's not something that when it's open, it waits until you have 1 health or anything like that. Nope, it's just an immediate activation. So, if we disguise and bring out our gun. Actually, no, let's not bring out our gun yet. Let's get back here, sap, and stab. And now we have 4 crit because of the backstab. In a couple seconds, we're going to have 5 crits because of the sapper. And now we're going to have 6 crits because of that sapper. Oh, there's a dead me. I look bored out of my mind. Now, if we're careful here, there are just quite a few people here who may or may not want me dead. They're all carrying around this one guy. Just cuz. Now, as you can see, it doesn't make you invincible. You can still die. And yes, dying with crits sadly means you lose your crits. It's nothing revolutionary. This is just kind of scary. So some of these weapons do actually have special animations because, I mean, they're special weapons, like this one here. This one is the only one that I know so far that has a special animation. I vaguely remember him putting the knife in and out repeatedly. Maybe it's like something rare. Just sit here and admire it. Now, mind you, remember to switch up your weapon gameplay. Otherwise, you can do something stupid, like what I'm about to do now. Now, kids, don't do this. This is the worst thing you can do as a spy. This is my moment to shine. Never miss your backstab. If you're gonna go for a backstab, make sure that it lands. And sap any sentries before making your backstab. So, yeah. Now, quickly before I go, there's a couple things I want to say. First thing is, remember to check out my other channel. It's either my gaming channel or my main channel. Because, yes, Utopian Gaming is not the main channel. There is another channel that I want to upload videos like this, where we go over weapons and stuff like that. Shut up, administrator. So, more of these videos are going to start coming out on both channels. I'm only going to post a few here so I can help get attention to the other channel, make it a little more known. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.